Alright, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to episode number 5 already of my FM20 save with Rabbit Bucuresti. I want to start off by saying that I'm really enjoying this save and I hope you are enjoying it as much as I am. So, as you can see, we're on the finances page. The finances are not looking too good, so I really hope that we can get those finances up to positive in next year, hopefully in the top league of Romania. And maybe even the year after with some European football, but that's way in the future. We're not there yet. We're still here in the second division. So I've got a few things I want to talk about today, but let's start off with the matches you've missed. It's been a few, not as much as last time. Let's check them out. Alright, so last time we met at the game against Turnu Magurele, we beat 2-0. After that we went away from home to Sportul Snagov, who we also beat 2-0, the first goal coming after time by Brighton Labo in the 47th minute, and 13 minutes later in the 61st minute, our right winger Antonio Saver heads in the 2-0, which gives us a 2-0 win. So after that 2-0 win, we had a very tough game against Universitatea Cluj, and it wasn't until the 85th minute until this banger by Piris gave us the 1-0 lead. It was the only goal of the game. I was really terrified that we weren't going to score and Arad were going to create an even bigger gap, but in the end we did get the win, so really happy about that. So after that we had to face Petrolu Ploiești, who, as you may remember, were predicted to finish first at the beginning of the season, but they did not show it at all. In the 42nd minute, Brighton Labo headed in the 1-0 already. In the 69th minute, so a little bit later, we also had a goal disallowed in between, but in the 69th minute, Brighton Labo scored the 2-0. Following that, 5 minutes later, in the 74th minute, Wojciech here at the ball on the right side, and Brighton Labo with the assist to Cretu, and then the last and final goal, Brighton Labo from the penalty spot with the 4-0 in the 83rd minute. So 4-0 win against the league favorites. Really happy with that. A completely different game than the last one against Universitatea Cluj, which was really tough, and then this one was kind of easy. Then we had this game against Metaloglu Bucuresti, a 0-0 draw. Really disappointed to not get the win here. We didn't play very well either. We did have a lot of chances, as you can see, one clear-cut chance as well, 15 shots against their 6, but we just couldn't put one in the net. Really disappointed because that means that Arad can make the gap between us even bigger and make the job for us tougher to overtake them in the end. So after that disappointing draw, we went at home against ASU Politehnica, and in the first minute already they took the lead after 45 seconds, and my head was making all kinds of scenarios where we would lose this game and screw up the league this late, but luckily we got the equalizing goal, and after that in the 27th minute, Antonio Saver with absolute beauty of a goal for the 2-1 lead. And in the second half, in the 56th minute, the corner by Alami headed in by who else than Brighton Labo, who is really on fire for us. So a 3-1 win at home against ASU Politehnica. Really happy to get back to winning ways. Hopefully we can build on this. So the final game I've got to show you guys is this home game against Ripensia. We beat them 3-1 in the end here in the 6th minute. Brighton Labo with the 1-0 already. After this, in the 13th minute, for this game we had a different right back. We had Tartao because of suspensions and injuries, and he scored the 2-0 as well. So really happy for him to get his goal in his debut. After that, in the 49th minute, who else than Brighton Labo again to give us a goal, a 3-0 lead at this time. And to end off the game in the 86th minute, they had a free kick that was headed in for a 3-1, so disappointed to concede that late goal. But still, we got the win in the end, so happy with the result nonetheless. So that brings us here today, the 15th of April, at the game against CS Mioveni, as promised this time. We're in second, they're in 7th. We are second with 2 points behind Arad, but we do have a game in hand, so if we were to win this game, we would overtake them. Really excited about that. Also, in the previous month, we got the youth intake. It wasn't something to be really excited about. The best guy we got was this one, Doru Neagu, 16-year-old midfielder. He does look very exciting. 4-star potential ability, 15 determination, 14 work rate, and 18 teamwork already as a 16-year-old. So really happy with that. We had a few that were 4-star potential ability, as well as Rashvan Gogica, 16-year-old as well. but he does have only 3 determination and he is unambitious, so I doubt that he's gonna make it. And as you can see, Sandor Shadmari, 16-year-old as well, 13 determination, but also unambitious, so again I doubt he's gonna make it. And the rest of the guys were 3.5 star or even less, like André Stan, potential ability of 1.5 star. I don't know what to do with this youth intake. I mean, obviously I want to improve our youth recruitment for the next season and maybe our youth facilities, but as I've shown you in the beginning of this episode, we do not have the finances at all. So I'm not sure if we can manage that, but we'll try at least. So another thing that has happened in the previous month, as you can see, only 1.5 weeks ago, we signed a new contract until 2022, so a 2-year extension of the contract. Really excited. I'm happy they gave us this contract. I mean, it's very late in the season, and I hope they were going to give it to us earlier, but they didn't, but they gave it in the end, so really happy with this. Also, what I want to ask you guys for next season especially, it looks like we can't renew Piris' contract because he wants way too much money. He's already on 9k, and as you can see he's on 9k, and the second top paid player is on 3.5k. We can't offer him more than 5k, and he wants 11. So I'm afraid that we're gonna lose him. So what I want to ask you guys is if you have any suggestions for us. So yeah, that's what I want to ask you guys, if you have any transfer suggestions for us for next season. As you can see, this is our depth chart, so you can see it for yourself what position we need players. For myself, I would like another goalkeeper, right back and left back, but when you lose Piris as well, we might need another center mid, but not too sure because we do have a lot of backups. But I do really want a right back, a left back and a goalkeeper. So if you guys have any suggestions for next season, please do let me know and I will take a look at them. And who knows who we might pick up. Obviously it can't be too expensive because we do not have that much money. But yeah, if you do have any suggestions, please let me know in the comments and I will take a look at it. And speaking of transfers, we picked up this guy, Dylan Montgomery. He is a Canadian, already kept at under 23 level at 18 years old. He has 5-star potential ability, 13 determination, 13 teamwork, 14 work rate, and also a fairly professional personality. So I do not know how we picked up this guy for free and only paying him 575 euros a month. The thing about him being Canadian does mean that in the future we do have to register him, but obviously when he gains Romanian nationality we do not have to anymore. Well, we do still have to register him, but he wouldn't take up a foreign spot, as you could see here. So really excited about this guy. He is something to look out for in the future. Right now I don't think he's gonna be good enough for the first team, but I hope he is gonna be in the future. As you can see, a center midfielder, so maybe a future replacement for Piris. As you can see, already scored 1 goal in the under-19s game, so he has gotten off to a good start. As you can see, also played at the Olympic Games qualifying for Canada, obviously. So yeah, really excited about this guy, and I hope we're gonna hear a lot of him in the future. So here we are, match day against CS Mioveni. As I said, they're in 7th, we're in 2nd. We can get 1st place and take over Arad. The only thing is that this is not our game in hand. As you can see, Arad are playing as well against Varol Constantia, and I think they're gonna win because Varol are 16th, so I doubt that they're gonna drop points, but if they do drop points, we will overtake them. If they don't drop points and we do still win, then we still have that game in hand as well. So I hope and I think that we can get top spot, and because as you can see, the next game within 3 days already, so I think that's our game in hand, and it's against number 15. So I think that we can overtake them in the next 2 games. So let's see what we can do today. As you can see, this is the squad that we're gonna put out today. In goal, Virgil Dragia. Right back Wojciech, center backs Malo Antano, left back Finica, center mid of Cretu and Piris, Cretu in the center mid because we have to compel to the under 19 rule, right wing Alami, center attacking mid Dragikeanu, left wing Hilishtai, and in striker of course Brighton Labo. I really do hope that we can keep a hold of him, but we'll have to wait and see. So this is going to be the team that we're going to use today. As you can see, because of the under 19s rule, we can't put out our strongest 11. We had a lot of problems with that in the past few games, might be why we dropped a few points as well. We also had a few suspensions here and there by our standard backs and Piris as well, and also an injury by, I believe, Tano. So we missed a lot of first team players for the previous game, so we had to switch around a little bit, which might be again why we dropped some points. But this is pretty close to our best 11s, so I hope we can win this game today. Alright, so let's give the guys some confidence, say that Mioveni have been in 5th place in the form chart and we have been in 1st. That always seems to work pretty well, and tell them I have faith in them. So let's start the match against CS Mioveni. Let's see what we can do. Already corner from the left side, allow me to take it, but had it away sadly. Only 1.5 minutes played. Alami has the ball again. Dragikeanu with a cross, but it's a bad one. And they can get rid of the ball. But we pick it up. Kretu just on their half. Gives it back to Malo, who gives it to the left of him to Tano. Playing around in the back might be dangerous, but we keep hold of the ball. Dragia here takes his time, and then a long kick to the middle to Dragikeanu. And gets the ball back from Peris. Hillistein on the left side. Can we put in Labo? He can, and Labo just puts it wide because of a great save by their goalkeeper. It does give us another corner again from the left side. Again, allow me to take it. But this one headed away as well. Tano picks it up, but sadly we can't do anything with it. So 2 shots already, 1 on target, 1 clear-cut chance after 5 minutes. Really exciting start. Hope we can build on that. As you can see, we're dominating this game. We also have 2/3 of the ball. So 17th minute, another highlight. Tano has the ball, gives it back to Dragia in goal, taking his time again. Will he go for the long kick again? He won't. Gives it short to Tano, who then goes for the long kick but loses it. And then they can counter here. And a beautiful save by Dragia. It was shot straight at him, but still a good save. Happy not to concede yet. And we get another corner, this time from the other side. Allow me again to take it. We could get a shot off this time, a header by Labo, but he puts it over the net sadly. So already 30 minutes played and we haven't had a goal yet. As you can see, Arad, I believe, are drawing their game as well. Yeah, they are. So as of right now they are dropping points, but we are as well. As you can see, Arad are still at a 0-0 draw as well as we are, so I hope we can take advantage of that and get the win here and get on level points with a game in hand as well. So let's start the second half here, hoping for something differently than the first half. We'll have to wait and see. Already 10 minutes played. Nothing has happened yet, but saying that, we do have a highlight here. Wojciech on the right side of the field gives it to Kretu. Can he come up with a cross? He can. Brighton Labo gives it to Hillistein, hit the bar. Very disappointing, but a good attack by us, and it leads to a corner on the other side. Alami, and worked away again, but it isn't worked away any further than a throw in, but sadly we can't do anything with it again. So an hour played. Only 30 minutes to go, and I do think that we're gonna have to play a little bit more attacking. This is something that I've tried in the previous matches as well, because there were some matches, as you could see, the one against Universitatea Cluj, where we didn't get a goal until the 86th minute, so I did have to go a little bit more attacking because I didn't want to drop points. So it worked in some matches, maybe here as well. Thrown on the left side by Finica. Dragikeanu gets the ball, gives it to Piris with a long shot, but it just hit the bar and goes over. So only 20 minutes left. I'm gonna make some subs, I think. Piris not having his best game, so let's get Yorza in there. I'm always in a big dilemma whenever I see Brighton Labo not playing well, because a player of his caliber can turn around the game in an instant, so I do want to keep him on there for this game. I am gonna put Kretu to the left wing and take off Hillistein, because Hillistein is not playing as well that well either, and then take him off for Madinga. The reason I'm not taking off Kretu is because, of course, we have to compel to the under-19s rule, so we can't. So let's see if this helps anything. Let's hope we can get a goal and get the win. So less than 15 minutes left. I'm gonna play even more attacking. I mean, I can't go more attacking than this. Let's hope we can get a goal. Arad's still drawing as well. So I think I'm gonna make one final substitution. I'm gonna take Takikenu off for Alexandru, so we've got 2 strikers. As I said, I cannot go any more attacking than this. Let's hope that we can get a goal in this final few minutes. And it doesn't look like it. We are completely dominating them, as we are pretty much every game. Only injury time left. Only 2 minutes. It looks like we're gonna drop 2 points again. Very disappointing to only get a draw in this game. I was hoping I could show you guys a win, obviously, but in the end we couldn't. So yeah, it wasn't good enough, obviously. We've got the game in 3 days, so I hope we can get a win there. You will see that next time, of course. As you can see, Arad dropped points as well as we did, so we're still 2 points behind. So if we win that game against AFK Shikshireda in 3 days, we still take over first place, and I hope we can keep a hold of that spot until the end of the season, obviously, and get promotion. I mean, second place gets promotion as well, but obviously I want to become champions and pick up where the club has left us in the previous few seasons. Obviously they gained back-to-back promotion and back-to-back champions in the past few years. So let's try and keep that up this year. I don't know if you remember, but I'm gonna tell you right now, the final game of the season is against Arad. So still, as it looks now, first against second, a really tough game, but a beautiful, like, you couldn't write this stuff. Final game of the season, number 1 against number 2, so poetic almost. Obviously I'm gonna show you guys that game. So I'll see you guys next time, episode number 6. If you enjoyed this, please do leave a like, it really helps me out. If you want to see more of the series, if you want to see if we do become champions and what happens next year and the years after that, and maybe a different series that's going to come in the future, please subscribe. It really does help me out a lot. And as I said earlier, if you do have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments and I will take a look at them. So for now, this is it. I'm gonna see you guys next time. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye.